Hi. I recently finished my sketchbook that I was working on, and I'm actually in the process of editing another sketchbook tour, but I decided to do a sketchbook tour for this one so that I finally just like get it into my brain that I need to stop drawing in this one, because I just keep going back to it and thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna fill in the pages a little bit more, because technically I didn't actually come to like a natural finishing point for this sketchbook. I just kind of decided to be done with it, which that's actually the goal for my next sketchbook, to actually finish it. I had only really been filming sketchbook tours for sketchbooks that like I had done a while ago, like pretty old sketchbooks. Well, the one I'm editing right now, I mean, isn't super old. It's like maybe a couple of years old. Okay, so inserting this clip before the video really starts, but I realized that I totally forgot to go over the cover of the sketchbook. Most of the pictures are images that I printed out. I actually made these two names, I guess, and a lot of the stickers are from sticker packs. This Ramona sticker in particular is from the Scott Pilgrim 20th anniversary box set. There are some stickers that came with that. And here's the back. I do not remember where I got this American Idiot sticker. We'll get into it now. I started this one. Oh, also, I didn't write down the number for the sketchbook. This was my 25th sketchbook. I started it, I don't know if you can see that. I started it June 30th, 2025, and I ended it September 30th. I couldn't think of what 9 was. Oh, also, totally forgot to say this, but I have a desk this time. That's nice. Also, I'm playing one of my CDs. I'm playing Bleach by Nirvana, just because I was tired of there being no noise in the background. Like, I mean, no, like, music or whatever in the background, and I didn't really want to find one. It seemed a little overwhelming. I hope it's not super loud, but at the same time, like, I hope it's loud enough, you know? Let's finally get into it. I hope I'm not super out of frame, because tripod's above me. I didn't really fully finish this first page. I drew this drawing. This is a Sid Wilson from Slipknot. I drew it like back in June whenever I actually started the sketchbook, but then I drew these in like an arcade, and I never finished it. I really like this drawing of Sid, though. As I said down here, it's very Sid Wilson drawing. That's too much. And second page I've got drawing of Joey Jordison from Slipknot. I got super into Slipknot super into Slipknot whenever I was filling out the sketchbook, so you're gonna see a decent amount of Slipknot fan art. And then here I said I took like one of those which Slipknot member are you quizzes, and I got Joey, which I was really excited about because Joey's my favorite. I said down here that I actually wanted to get Mick for some reason. I don't know why. This is Tashido from Sasuke Tomiyano. This is Illy McMillan, which if you're in the My Chemical Romance fandom, you know who she is. But I drew her in this outfit that I found on Pinterest because I thought it was cute. It's Ramona Flowers. These were drawings of redraws of photos of Gerard Way that I found on Pinterest. Then there's another drawing of Joey. I want to redraw this one. This drawing and the drawing from the page before were drawings of him with references. And I want to redraw this one just because I'm not super happy with how it came out. I like how his face looks, but the rest of it's just kind of alright. And I want to redraw the one before just because I like the picture a lot. This drawing actually did pretty good on Tumblr. It's like this this post up here. It says they're communicating, they're playing catch, and then it's like Fred Durst and Joey Jordison. So I drew it with them. They're having a lot of fun. They're best friends. This is Miyano from Sasuke to Miyano, and the rest of the drawings on this page are OCs of mine. Her name is Ichigo, and these are the same character. Her name is Sprinkle. I mean, I had a lot of fun drawing her here, and I don't know why I didn't draw her more. This was her shirt design because I didn't really have room to draw it. This is Ragnar and Yarko from For You Satan in these shirts that I found on Pinterest. It was this thing I said, like, oh, draw your faves like this, and it was in these two shirts that said, go nuts and stop, and it made me think of them. And these were two, like, little, almost like standees that I made of Sasuke and Miyano. They used to sit on my they used to be on my bookshelf. I've got like a small little shrine kind of dedicated to this manga, and I might put a photo of it up on screen. And they were getting a little flimsy, so I decided to glue them into my sketchbook. And there's more doodles of them. And this is my OC. His name is Elvis. I drew him in a pose that I found on Pinterest because I thought it was funny. These are more Joey Jordison drawings. I want to redraw this one also because I'm not super proud of how it came out. There's Elvis again. This is my OC Bronwen. I drew this a while ago, like maybe back in like May. I really like how it came out. He looks really cute. Even though I technically didn't finish it, but whatever. And this was around the time that Ninja Ninja OWO released their video about like having your OCs like spell their names with their bodies, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it seemed like it was a lot of fun, so I decided to draw it with my OCs. This is Elvis, and her name is Cindy. You can't really see this very well, but her name is Ev, and I don't think you can see this at all, but this guy's name is Aspen. This was just kind of a random drawing of Sasuke, and this was redraw this meme that I saw on Pinterest of that's the meme. It's of Satan and Shezo from Puyo Puyo. This was a drawing Joey that I did in my art class just because I was really fidgety that day, and it was supposed to be his like volume 3, his like subliminal verses mask, but it doesn't look super accurate just because I wasn't using a reference at the time. There's another drawing of Joey up here. This is another page I didn't finish. This is Bronwyn again. This was supposed to be Paul Gray, but I didn't finish it. This is it's kind of a funny thing. I had been thinking about the songs. Bill Watterson by Lemon Demon and The Virus of Life by Slipknot. You can probably read that. You can read that if you want to. And this was a drawing of Joey that I didn't finish. This was this image up here. It's like, oh no, I'm gay for Mario, Mamma Mia, I'm gay for Thomas. But I drew it with Sasuke and Miyano, and I think it's real funny. This is my OC Kennedy down here. It's not super accurate or whatever. I was having trouble drawing her hair at the time. This was just drawn of a bat that I found on Pinterest. This is Paul again, and this is my OC Crayola. I've had this drawing for a while, just kind of sitting in my folder. I decided that I would just decided to glue it in here. I put a bunch of stickers because I like her color palette. I really like primary colors. This was another page I didn't really finish. That's gonna be a thing that you'll see a lot going forward. This is a drawing of Jim Root and Joey that I found that I just wanted to draw it because the height difference was insane. And I also didn't make I made Jim's forehead like far too small, and it really bothers me. And this was a drawing of Domino's Billy Joe Armstrong and Flower Crown Billy Joe Armstrong, because there was that whole thing. I mostly saw it on Pinterest. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was really outside of Pinterest. It probably was, but I just didn't see it. There was kind of like this meme about like a cult of these two things like fighting each other, and so I drew them hanging out together because they're best friends and they love each other, because like I said here, I believe in peace. This is really centered horribly, I'm sorry. This is Michael Pfaff from Slipknot. These are both him. I really like the mask that he used to have with like the pigtails. It was just so silly, and I just loved it so much. I need to draw him more, this mask more. Well, I need to draw Pfaff more in general. And this is Frank Iero. This is a thumbnail for a drawing that I wanted to make, but based off of Vermilion, based off of the song Vermilion by Slipknot, because I love that song so much. It's so good. Yeah, and I'll make it eventually. I have a bad habit of drawing thumbnails for drawings, then not really making them. This was Illy as the Kerplunk girl, which I feel like I read that her name is actually L'Oreal, like Lori L. If that's true, that's really cool. I didn't know that. This is my OC Juniper in an outfit that I found on Pinterest. I just remembered him randomly, and I like him a lot. I should draw him more. This is my OC Blue Cuff. He's eating some Pocky. It's nice. There's not really a lot on this page, this spread or whatever. Like I said, that's gonna be consistent. That's gonna be pretty consistent going forward. These are drawings of Illy again, and this is Sasuke and his sister. He's being really safe driver while listening to Roland. That's pretty real. This was a redraw of a fursuit that I found on Pinterest. I'll put the person's name on screen, because I thought it was such a cute fursuit. I don't think it really came out all that well, but it's alright. And there's, this was just like a lady that I drew randomly in my ASL class, because we had whiteboards that we were given in like the beginning of the school year, and I drew this lady on it, and I like her a lot. I drew her again here. This is a fun little collage that I did actually a couple days ago to fill in the spread, the sketchbook. I mean, I really like it. This is actually another goal that I have for my next sketchbook, is to do more collages like this, because I have a lot of fun doing these. And this is Lindsay Way from Mindless Self-Indulgence, but like I said right here, I drew her in the car, and I like half referenced her while I was drawing it. This is my OC Rowan. I like him a lot. I need to draw him more. This is Miyano in this little bunny suit that I found on Pinterest. I think it's real cute. This is another drawing of Sasuke just being a really safe driver while listening to Limp Bizkit, except this time it's break stuff. And I think it's funny. I was having some feelings here. The day that I was having just like these very strong feelings, I found, like, I watched a video on YouTube, like a short that was, it was just a video of Jonathan Davis, and I got super emotional over it, and I almost cried, even though it wasn't really, like, sad or whatever, and I wanted to draw him so bad. None of them are really finished, but I really like this one. It looks really nice. Then this is my OC Noah. These are both my OC Noah. This was a redraw from an older sketchbook. He's eating some Pocky. And this is my OC Sage. This is Paul again. This is Lindsay again. I really like this drawing of Lindsay. She looks real cute. I like Lindsay. This was Lindsay again, but I was gonna draw her in the I'm Not Okay universe, because I just thought it would be fun. I wanted to draw more musicians that I listened to in that universe, but I never found the motivation. These are some drawings of Craig Jones, and this is a redraw of an image that I had on my phone. It's a screenshot from a YouTube video. I had looked through like my Google Photos randomly, and I had found this screenshot from like maybe 2020. It just says it's like a bench, and it just has maybe we should focus on killing the childs, just like photoshopped onto it, and it's really funny. I had a lot of fun drawing I hit the tripod, I'm sorry. I had a lot of fun making these drawings of Craig. Well, not so much with this one, but these ones. I like Craig a lot, and I need to draw him more. This is a drawing of that. Do you like stars? Yeah, they're cool, but with my alien Sasami AU, which I do eventually plan on going more in depth with, because I really like it. I think it's really cute. This was the day after the first Long Live the Black Parade show. I hope you can't hear me rolling around in my chair too much, and if you can, I'm very sorry. I'm real stimmy right now. This was the day after the first Long Live the Black Parade show, and I really wanted to draw the clown, because I like the clown a lot, and I want to redraw this page because I never really finished it, and like I said up here, I drew the clown too skinny and it really bothers me. I really like how I drew these like pom-poms on the clown. I really like it. Looks real good. This is a drawing of Roxy Richter from Scott Pilgrim that I did a while ago. This is my OC Cindy. I did it on the back of a receipt with some Posca pens. I really like it. She's real cute. This is my OC Creek, who I need to draw more because I really like him. He's cool. And this is Brother Rivers up there. This is my OC Nails. I had bigger plans for this page, but I never really came back and did anything with it. With that being said, I still like it. It looks good. Got this, I think this like Sid meme is kind of funny. This was just kind of me gluing in a bunch of drawings that I had just kind of laying around. Like, this is Bronwyn again. These are Illy. This is my OC Thorn. But this is his old design, like before I redesigned him. These are both Sasaki. I like this page a lot. It looks really nice. This is another kind of like collage-y page. This was the first one that I did actually. And I had so much fun working on it. This is an old drawing of Wallace Wells that I had just kind of in folder. But I feel like he kind of looks like Baby Carrot Arts OC Oliver. Like every single time I look at it, I feel like he looks like him. Oh, this was also whenever like the song Iowa by Slipknot just like really hit for me for the first time. I didn't really fuck with it for a while because I thought it was just too long and too repetitive, which I feel like a lot of people feel that way about Iowa, but then it just like kind of hit me out of nowhere. And now that's like my favorite song ever. This is my OC Zeke. There's not really a lot on this spread, but I think it's funny. I was listening to Sliver by Nirvana while I did this, and that song repeats the line "Grandma, take me home" a lot, and I just think it's kind of funny. So this was a drawing that I found on Pinterest. Well, it was a redraw of a drawing that I found on Pinterest. It's a like Shavo Odagian from System of a Down, but like just drawn as Hatsune Miku. It just says Shavo. It just says like Hatsune Shavo, and it was really funny to me. These are a bunch of mostly Joey doodles. This is like Beyond the Valley of the Murder Dolls, Joey, and like self-titled Stone Sour Corey, with like the Jack Skellington beanie, because it's iconic and I love it. Also, I had a conversation with myself about whether or not Jonathan Davis is the twink. You can read that if you want. I think it's funny. And this was a redraw of a photo that I found on Pinterest, I think, or Tumblr, I can't really remember. I liked it a lot. This was another redraw of the picture I found on Pinterest. And you open it, it says, they want to kiss each other so bad. There's Joey again. I don't really like that drawing all that much. Oh, this was me in a drawing of myself in the Seattle exclusive, like, Sub Pop My Chem shirt. I thought it was really, really cool. Even though a lot of people didn't recognize that it was Sub Pop. These are supposed to be redraws of a photo of Corey and Jim that I found on Pinterest. I thought it was I liked it a lot. This one's also a redraw of another image from, I think they're from like the same interview. This is an old drawing of Gerard Way that I had. This is another old drawing that I had. This page is mostly, I thought it would be fun to put in some notes from my aquatic science class from last year. It's about sharks. You can pause and read if you want. And there's an old drawing of Sasaki that I put in here. Okay, I drew my OC Kennedy again, because, well, I keep calling her Kennedy, but she goes by Ken. Because I like drawing her. She's cool. This is my OC Nokia down here, and I was watching a video that had, like, every single Slipknot song just playing at once, and I had some thoughts relating to that. You can read it if you want. Sorry if it's hard to read also. And this was fan art for... On Tumblr there is an artist that I like who has an AU for Slipknot, but like they're all lab grown. And they all have like kind of inhuman qualities, and it's really, really cool. And I drew Joey from that AU. I will put the artist's name on screen, and there's Miano here. This is my OC Sage again, but I ended up changing her outfit. Well, this was just supposed to be like a random little outfit that I wanted to draw her in, because I kept seeing her in it in my head, but I think it's just going to be her main outfit now, because I like it a lot. And then I drew her with Rowan, because they're best friends. And I said down here that I feel like she kind of reminds me of, like, her design kind of reminds me of, like, Jack Skellington beanie, Corey Taylor. It's literally just because both of them are, like, kind of blonde, and they wore, like, black beanies. That's really it. This was a drawing of Joey I found on Pinterest. And this was drawing a Darren Malakian, because I really, really wanted to draw him, but at the same time, like, I like half referenced it. It looks alright though for that. This is a drawing of Mick. This is a drawing of Mick, but I drew him with cat ears because of a drawing that I found on Pinterest, not Pinterest, of a drawing I found on Tumblr. I liked it so much. It was just like, what if he was a cat boy? It was just like a drawing of him as like an anime cat boy, and I liked it so much. And there's Sage, Rowan, and Noah down here. Okay, so it's been a couple days since I've recorded the part from before. I took a break and then I came back and filmed it more, but I sounded like really, really, really scared, especially towards the end, and I wasn't satisfied with it at all, so I'm filming it again. Listening to In Utero this time, and let's get back into it. Okay, so these are two of my Splatoon OCs. Most of the Splatoon OCs that I draw on here, I've had since like maybe 8th grade, with the exception of one OC. I don't remember if I already said what his name was. I don't know if I already pointed him out, but his name is Fangs. Anyway, their name is Orca, her name is Part-Time, and they're besties. They're colossal squid also, that's why they're like so huge compared to Part-Time. And I drew and then I drew Illy because I went to Half Price Books and I found Fangoria there, and it made me think of her. There's another drawing of Orca over here. So here, I said here that I was thinking about, there's this one truck that I see that, like, every single time that I see it, I just think, oh my god, that truck looks like Jim Root. And, I'll put comparisons on screen of, like, what the truck looks like compared to what Jim looks like. The specific mask that I'm thinking of. And I really wanted to draw him because of that. Well, actually, because I saw the truck, and I took it as a sign from the universe that I should draw Jim Root. But I gave up. I kind of lost motivation. And then there's a little drawing of me down here. This was yelling about my Chemical Romance shows. This was right up here. This was LA1, and you can pause and read if you want. There's gonna be some more yelling about my chem in the future. On here, I feel like this page spreads a little more writing than drawing. This is my OC Ev, and down here I drew her again and her brother Elvis. This is a tiny little drawing of Paul Gray. I don't know if it really looks like him, but I don't really care. It's cute. There's Paul again. This was supposed to be a drawing of Sasaki, but with some earrings that I have. You can't really see the earrings all that much, but I think the drawing looks cute, so I don't really know if I care. I might draw him with those earrings again sometime in the future, because I like them. And this was a collage that I did, because I went to Daiso and I got this haichu, and I thought that the packaging was super cute looking. I really liked the blue, and I like how this looks. I never finished this side, but I don't really care. It doesn't look as good. This was a redraw of a meme that I saw on Tumblr. It's not really a meme. It's just a set of YouTube thumbnails. It's my new Yowie backpack, and I got bullied over Yowie at school, but I drew it with Miyano. And he kind of looks like Wallace Wells up here, but which I think is kind of funny. Down here, this was a redraw of a meme I saw on Pinterest with Elvis and Cindy, because that's literally them. This was an old these are both actually old drawings. This was Gerard Way, that's Ray Toro. This was something that I was intending on doing. I was intending on doing a bunch of spreads in the sketchbook for different colors of the rainbow, but I kind of lost motivation to do it. Well, in this sketchbook at least, I was going to, I decided that I would try to do it in my next sketchbook. I only really did this drawing of Marianne, this little doodle of Jim Root, and this sketch of Ringo from Puyo Puyo. And she's also she's the My Chemical Romance character. This is a more recent page that I did. These are both Joey Jordison. I did this one, I think the day I filmed the first half of the tour. And I really like it, even though I obviously didn't fill the whole page. I don't know why I put this random Sonic sticker here. I just noticed it. It's kind of funny. And on this side, I was planning out a Femme Slipknot AU. I wrote their names up here. I don't really have a name for Craig, just because what do you do with Craig? And this little piece of paper was drawings that I did last year, actually, in a movie theater. I think we were watching Inside Out 2. And I just had to do it a little bit. Here's more yelling about my chem. This was Arlington. I did another collage, also the day that I filmed the first half of this tour, and I'm really happy with how this looks. It looks really nice. I can't remember if I said this in the first part, but I actually plan on doing more collages in my next sketchbook, which I'm pretty excited about because I had a lot of fun working on these. this page is just, I don't really know what to say about it all that much. This was a drawing, a redraw of a picture of Corey and Jim that I saw on Pinterest that was cute. And this is supposed to be, this is based off of these specific lyrics from I'm Low on Gas and You Need a Jacket, I think is what it's called, by Pierce the Veil. And I'm thinking about making this girl into some kind of character based off of this song, because I like how she looks. She's pretty. This this page I had more plans for, but it just kind of devolved into just kind of nonsense. I don't know. I drew Mick a lot because these were kind of the first real drawings I made of him. I quite like this one, and this drawing is just kind of whatever, but I like the reference here. I think it's funny. This is another page I don't really have a lot to say about. Here I actually was trying to work on Elvis's facial features. Specifically his eyes, because I often draw his eyes as like little triangles at kind of like the top of like where his lid is, but I've never really considered what they would look like if his eyes were not to be facing, I don't know, kind of upwards. And I decided that I wanted the top to be a little rounded. This is a drawing of Elvis and Cindy. They're supposed to be eating frozen yogurt, and I think it's real cute. This was another redraw of a picture that I saw on Pinterest. It's Joey. I really like how it came out. It looks really good. I just generally love like this era for Joey. It was really cool. And this was supposed to be, well, this is Skull from Korowika, but I didn't draw the actual skull design on his mask because fuck that, it's so obnoxious. These were just kind of little My Chem memes, but I wrote them in Kaboshka because I thought it was funny. And I drew this drawing of Rowan, but with paint pens. I don't know, I like how his face looks. This was just kind of like a dumb meme that I made of, so in my last sketchbook, I had made these two drawings of Sasaki and Miyano on a page. They were supposed to be separate, but I just kind of looked at them and realized, oh my god, they look like the Mordetwai airplanes meme, and I just thought it was so funny, and I edited them into that meme. And then there's little Miyano doodle. He looks real stupid, and I like it a lot. Here I drew Terahashi from The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, which is a show that I need to rewatch. And I really like how it looks. And in here, I said I was listening to Infinity on High, and I was listening to This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race. And I remembered this shirt. That was really funny. And this is New Jersey. This was like kind of a collage. I don't know. It looks alright. This was a drawing of Joey that I never finished. It was supposed to cover up this drawing right here because I really hated it. It looked really bad. I like this one though. This was a collage that I never finished, and then I meant to before I started recording the sketchbook tour, but then I never ended up doing it. It's alright. I like this drawing of Miyano, Sasaki right here. He's kind of got like Baja Blast colors. I think that's cool. And this was a volume 3 Joey drawing. I think I just kind of wanted to draw this mask because I really like it. It's probably my favorite mask from him. And then I drew Mick up here. Over here, this is my OC Luna. She was pretty new whenever I drew this. And this is my OC Nails. And I really like how this drawing came out. She looks really cute. And this was a pretty recent Joey doodle. It was like an MFKR era Joey. Because I like the look from that. It was cool. I redrew this digitally because I felt like his legs came out super weird. And I'll put that on screen. This is like half my chem yelling. This was Philly that day. These are mostly just drawings that I did pretty late at night. I think I did this like 1 in the morning or something. And this is my OC Fangs that I was talking about earlier. He looks real cute. Yeah, it's just kind of, I like how this looks. I like how the drawings are kind of stupid. These drawings are kind of stupid, but I really like all of them. I don't really know why, but I think that this is one of my favorite spreads in the entire sketchbook. Something about it just really, really works for me. Is this redraw of a Joey version of that like "shut your bitch ass up" meme, and I like how it looks a lot. Even though I think I drew his head like maybe a little bit too big, but it's all right. Oh, also I went to Half Price Books. I'm gonna go get it actually. Okay, so around the time that I did this page, or maybe the same day, I don't really remember, I went to Half Price Books, and while I was there, I found Walk Among Us by Misfits, and it was just, oh my god. I hit my CD player with my CD on accident. I found Walk Among Us by Misfits there, and it was just so insane, and I had to get it, even though it was like $13. I don't care. It was so awesome. I also saw Evil Live there, but I think it was like $46, so I didn't get it. Of course, I don't. Yeah. I'm really, really happy with that find. It was so awesome. This is a drawing of a Chris Fane as Sailor Moon because I had this picture saved in my gallery, and I just thought to myself like, oh my god, that's so funny, I want to draw it. And it ended up coming out like pretty good, and I don't really know how I feel about it. Well, that's not true. I'm really happy with how it looks. The funny thing is, this is like my first piece of Chris Fane fan art. At least I'm happy with it, you know. And up here I drew Corey. He just looks real nice. I like it. This page I kind of used as just like a way to dump a bunch of old random drawings that I have here. There's Elvis underneath here. I like how it looks, even though it's just kind of stuff. I don't know. This is another recent collage next to kind of nothing. And there's also not very much on this page except for this like little drawing of Sasaki that I did with paint pens, just kind of on a whim. And this was a drawing of Mick that I did kind of recently. I have kind of mixed feelings on how it came out, and I don't really know why. Like, I feel like I should like it more, but there's just something kind of off about it. I don't know what it is. This is more lab knot fan art. These are Mick, but like the kind of quote unquote like baby version of Mick in the lab knot. And this is just a random photo of Nick that I had printed out because he looks really good in that pic and I want to draw it. I used nails again. I was gonna draw her with fangs, but I didn't really end up finishing it. I don't really know why, because I like that idea of them together. And here I drew Corey singing Birdhouse of Your Soul, because I was listening to it and this drawing just like appeared in my brain and I thought it was just so awesome and I had to draw it. These are both drawings of my OC Truffle. Just I've always wanted to draw her with like just like a lampshade on her head. Like ever since like 8th grade I've wanted to draw it, and I found this image on Pinterest and I just thought it was so perfect. I finally got the opportunity, so I hope that 8th grade me is happy. And this was a gift for one of my mutuals on Tumblr. It's their OC. This was something I did for my art class. It's my OC. It's Kennedy again, and she's like kind of Scott Pilgriming. Here's Ken again. Except I drew her with crayons, and I like how it looks a lot. And the hero is just I was having some feelings listening to, I was in an arcade listening to Warning and just drinking a Harito, and something about it was just really special to me. I don't know why. This is more my chem stuff. I think it was for Chicago, but I'm not really sure. I can't see a date that I wrote down. And this was Mick with, again, my mutuals, OC, because they've got an AU where their OC just like adopts Mick, and it's really fun. I like it a lot. And this was an unfinished drawing of Jonathan Davis, and that's also Jonathan Davis. This is that "Can you lock the fuck in" meme, but I drew it with Miyano. And I really like just how unhinged he looks. It's really funny to me. This is my OC Toast. I don't know why, but just kind of out of nowhere, I remembered that he existed, and I wanted to draw him real bad. And he looks real cute, even though he's kind of coming up from the thing that he's on. This was an unfinished drawing of Joey that I did. I kind of just lost motivation to work on it. I'm thinking about going back and working on it digitally, but I'm not really sure yet. And up here I drew, I was trying to practice drawing Jonathan Davis because I like him and he's cool. And I don't really know why, for some reason, up here I just drew the Euronymous crop top photo. It's just like, it's such a fun little like jump scare whenever I look back on this page. Every single time I laugh. It's so funny to me. These are drawings of OCs. I actually haven't named this guy yet. If you want to suggest names for him, then sure, go for it. And then there's Luna down here. This was a drawing of Corey that I did with some markers because I went to Goodwill, and while I was there I found like a 40 set of Crayola markers, and I was super excited about that. So I drew Corey, and I really like it. Up here, this is just kind of weirdly self-indulgent drawing that I did of Mick reading me a bedtime story, because I feel like every single time that I watch a video that's like centered around clips of him, there's always at least like one comment that says that he's got like an audiobook voice, if that makes any sense at all. So I drew this. This is a drawing of Jonathan Davis that I did in my art class, and I really like the page that accompanies it. I think it looks nice. This might actually be one of my favorite drawings in the entire sketchbook. I just think it looks really, really good. It was a redraw of a picture of Jim Root and Sid Wilson, and I love it so much, and I also just generally really, really love this look from Sid. Like, it might be one of my favorites. And up here I redrew a picture of Mick and Jim. This pic's just, it's really funny to me. I don't know why. This like thousand yard stare from Jim is hilarious to me. This was a really, really, really bad drawing of Blathers from Animal Crossing. I never finished it. This I also drew in my art class. Same with this one. It's Sid again. I like it a lot. Just pure gremlin energy. It's sick. Just more talking about my chem, and Mick as a squishmallow. Here I redrew one of my brother's phones. And my brother collects a bunch of like old tech. He's got a lot of phones and cameras in particular, and so I drew one of his phones. I like how it looks. I like the coloring on the cord over there. It's really cool. And this is that snap cube, I'm going to kill you and then kill you again clip, but I drew it with Corey because I thought it was hilarious. This was a gift for another one of my mutuals for her birthday. It's a drawing of her OC. I did the sketch traditionally, and then I finished it digitally, and I like how it looks a lot. I had a lot of fun drawing her OC. She's real cute. And I drew her again here because, like I said, she's really cute. And I let my brother draw in here a little bit as well. These are his OCs. This is Buddy, and her name is Heather. Here, this same Mutual's Femme Slipknot AU that I drew some fan art for. This is Corey, because, you know, I think that this AU is real cute. And lastly, I drew Lola down here. They're kind of like a My Chem adjacent character. And I think that's it, yeah. That's the last page. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed at least a little bit. I hope I sound at least a little bit less scared than the first time. I feel less scared, which is good. Once again, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.